1,33,848. That's the number of people who are in the express entry pool as of last month. And सिर्फ 7,200 लोगों को इनविटेशन मिला था to apply for PR.
आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे अबाउट CRS विच इज कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव रैंकिंग सिस्टम। ये वो सिस्टम है जो डिसाइड करता है कि आपको कनाडा जाने के लिए इनविटेशन मिलेगा या नहीं। हम आपको ये भी दिखाएंगे हमने अपने CRS स्कोर कैसे कैलकुलेट करा। सो स्टे ट्यून्ड टिल द एंड ऑफ दिस वीडियो।
If you are new to our channel, our aim is to help you immigrate to Canada without the need of consultant. Because consultant तो सिर्फ पैसा बनाने के लिए बैठे हैं।
तो अब जल्दी से हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो एंड अपने पैसे बचाओ एंड जो बचे हुए पैसे उससे हमें एक कप कॉफी पिला देना। इट वुड बी सो मच फन।
आज हम बात करेंगे CRS की। CRS stands for Comprehensive Ranking System. ये एक 1200 पॉइंट स्केल है जिसमें पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं फॉर एज, एजुकेशन, वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, लैंग्वेज एबिलिटी एंड जॉब ऑफर। इससे हमारा CRS स्कोर बनता है।
और जो अब ये CRS स्कोर हमारा बना है ये कनाडा इमिग्रेशन यूज करती है सबको रैंक करने के लिए एक्सप्रेस एंट्री पूल में। अब जब ये रैंक हो जाता है उसके बाद 3,000 to 4,000 लोगों को महीने में 2 बार इनविटेशन भेजते हैं।
So guys, now I'll be sharing the CRS score that we got and how we calculated it when we applied for Canada PR. So now let's go to my laptop. First go to the official website of Canada. It's the official website of Canada Immigration. Now we'll select English from here. We'll go to menu, immigration and citizenship, and we'll select immigrate. In this, there are a lot of options. We'll select express entry because that's what we are calculating our points for. Then how express entry works. And then we'll go to our third option here, which says check your score. So this one here is the official CRS calculator from Immigration Canada website. It actually shows you the various factors which are used to rate and give you points for. And we'll go to the bottom of the screen and start with the calculator. So the first question that it asks is, what is your marital status? First of all, I was the primary applicant and Simran was the secondary or the dependent. So we'll do this for us. Now I'm married, so I selected married. Is your spouse or common law partner a citizen or permanent resident of Canada? Simran is not, so we select no here. Will your spouse or common law partner come with you to Canada? The answer is yes. How old are you at the time of the application? I was 31. If I talk about age, every year that you spend over 30, you actually lose 5 points. So the maximum that you get at the age of 29, 18 to 29 is 100 points if you are married. And if you are 30, you'll get 95 points. If in my case, I got 90 points because I was 31. Till the age of 46, you'll get points. After that, you will get 0. So the earlier you decide to move to Canada, the better it is. Then the fourth point is, what is your level of education? And now there are two types of education. One is if you have a Canadian degree or a diploma, you get extra points if you have that. But if you are like me and if you have done your education from India or any other country, तो हम ये वाला select करेंगे. If you've seen my ECA video, I've done my MBA and before that I've done my bachelor's. तो मेरे को यहाँ पे equivalency select करनी पड़ती है जो कि usually ECA actually gives that equivalency. In my case, it was 2 or more certificates, diplomas or degrees. So I select this here. Then have you earned Canadian degree, diploma or certificate? You actually get more points for that. So I'll select no here. Official language, Canada's official language are English and French. Now IELTS is what you actually put here. Now your IELTS score should be less than 2 years old. That's really, really important. So if you have not given IELTS in the last 2 years, you'll have to retake the test. In my case, my IELTS score was within 1 year, so I'll select yes. Which language test did you take? So in most cases, at least in India, it will be IELTS. Then my speaking score was 7, listening was 8.5, reading was 8, and writing was 7.5. Do you have any other language results? Now this is in a case of people who know French. In my case, I do not, so I'll select not applicable here. Now, work experience. So, this is in the last 10 years. How many years of skilled work experience in Canada do you have? We need to note that this is in Canada. And in my case, I have not worked in Canada, so I'll select none or less than 1 year. Now, in the last 10 years, how many total years of foreign skilled experience do you have? So, I've worked in Hong Kong and I've worked in India. Total work experience is 9 years and it's all skilled. So, I'll select 3 or more years. So you actually get equal points if you have more than 3 years. For example, if I have 9 years of experience, it's equal to a person who has 4 years of experience. So I'll select the maximum one here. Do you have a certificate of qualification from Canadian province, territory, or federal body? Now this basically is for people who are in skilled trades. Now I can make a separate video for this, but most of our audience would actually be selecting a no here. So I'll just say no. Then do you have a valid job offer supported by a labor market impact assessment? Now this is basically if you have a job offer in Canada, you get 200 points for that. But job offer is not enough. You need to have a LIMIA certificate that your employer actually gets from the government, claiming that they were not able to find anyone for this particular job that you have been offered from within Canada, and इसलिए उन्हें इंडिया से hire करना पड़ रहा है. So basically, अगर you have a valid job offer, you just select yes. Otherwise, like in my case, I'll just select no. Do you have a nomination certificate from province or territory? This is in case you have a PNP nomination. You actually get 600 points. So 1200 point total होते हैं, उसमें से 600 points सिर्फ nomination के होते हैं. If you have this, you are guaranteed an invitation in the next draw. If you don't, just select no from here. In our case, we did not have anything like that. Then do you or your spouse have at least one brother or sister living in Canada who is a citizen or permanent resident here? This is basically, for your blood sibling. So it cannot be your aunt's, daughter or your aunt's son. So in our case, because both of us don't have anyone in Canada, any of our close relatives, so we'll just say no here. Now, point number 11 is what is the highest level of education for which your spouse or common law partner has? Now, this is where Simran's education also comes in. Even though she is a secondary applicant, it's still important that we get an ECA for her. Now, in her case, she has a master's, so we'll select master's here. We'll get 10 points for this master's. If your spouse has a bachelor's, you'll get 8 points. Even if it's a high school, your spouse is a high school graduate, you'll still get 2 points. So you should not be losing out on or missing out on these points. In the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience in Canada does your spouse has? Simran has no experience in Canada, so we'll select no. Did your spouse or common law partner take IELTS test? Again, a lot of people actually ask us कि हमारा I am the primary applicant. Will my wife has to give an IELTS exam or not? The answer is yes. तो इधर सिमरन ने भी IELTS का एग्जाम दिया था and she actually scored pretty well. In speaking, she was able to score an 8, listening में 9, reading में 7 and writing में भी 7. And that's it. Then you just calculate your score and you will get what points you got out of 1200. Total हमारा score बना था 464. Now this score is pretty good. When we got an ITA, the cutoff I think was 457. So we were pretty comfortable. But आज की date में, this score is, even though it's still a good score, but last cutoff was 471, उससे पहले 475. So थोड़ा सा कंपटीशन बढ़ गया कनाडा जाने के लिए. इस वजह से अभी स्कोर्स जो हैं, कट ऑफ्स जो हैं, वो बहुत ही हाई आ रही हैं. But don't worry, in 2020 we can always hope that it will improve and you'll be able to qualify if you have a score more than 455.
Now you know how to calculate your CRS score. Link is in the description below. Comments में हमें जल्दी से बताओ कि आपका CRS score कितना आया. And if you're watching this video in 2020, do download our app CANGUIDE. इस ऐप में आप अपना CRS score calculate कर सकते हो. And if it is less than the recent cutoffs, you can also get tips कि आप अपना CRS कैसे improve कर सकते हो. So do check it out.
If you want to talk to us, you can follow us on Instagram. We are very active there. That's the fastest way of reaching us.
That's all we have for today. If you like this video, do hit the like button and जल्दी से हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो. We upload videos every Tuesday and Fridays.
Thanks a lot for watching this video. We'll see you next time.
Bye.